Hi folks, it's not often that I get such a lovely thick piece of steak, and I'm a little bit nervous today because I've kind of made an underground chamber there with the slate, and I'm going to cook this underground underneath a fire. The idea being a few hours it should come out cooked and tender. We're going to wrap it in wild garlic leaves. I'm going to put some herbs on there and some salt, but not too much salt. I don't want to draw out the moisture. I really want this to come out nice and succulent and tender. I don't want to ruin the piece of steak, but it is an experiment, it is a little bit of fun. So I think what we'll do, we'll get it put into this mess tin here, which is just going to hold it in place, and we'll get to cooking it. We'll have some homemade chips and eggs afterwards. I'm going to finish it off on the coals. Not cook it on the coals, but give it a minute each side later on to get that char taste. This is some peri-peri salt. The mess tin really just helps me. Unfortunately we don't, I'm in Scotland and we don't have a lot of leaves that we can use, and ideally I'd have some big type of leaf which would really help to wrap the steak in, but we don't. So this is wild garlic, and it'll give it a little bit of a flavour as well, I think. I've seen banana leaves being used for cooking and they're absolutely huge. You can just wrap your food up, but wild garlic you can use. It's also called ramsons. You can use it to make a soup, use it like spinach. So it's very soft leaf, so I'm worried about it maybe burning, so I'm just going to put a lot on there just to create a buffer. Just going to parboil these potatoes up. We're going to do the chips. So we're just doing these chips now. The steak is still in the ground. I just wanted to make the most of the coals in this particular heat while I had it, but we'll get the chips, 3/4 cooked here, and then I think it's time to take a look at the steak. It might be completely raw, it might have shrunk, it might be cooked perfectly. I really honestly don't know. That's just the fun of the experiment, but we'll have a look and see. Yeah, I've moved the chips off. Got to try and figure out where that is actually. There's one of the altar stones. Pretty hot. To be honest with you, it's cooked a lot. It's a lot more burnt than what I thought it would be. Oh look, hang on. Oh my gosh, that's maybe a little bit more tender than I thought too. Okay, so initial thoughts, I've got something edible, but that is a lot smaller than I thought. Yeah, I've just got a couple of eggs in. There's going to be a slight change of plans. I was going to try and grill that steak as well to get that char grill flavour, but it's broken up too much. It's too soft. So I'm going to have to finish it off in the pan here. Okay, so that actually cooked a lot more than what I thought, to be honest with you. I was even contemplating whether to give that more time, and I thought, oh, it might be raw, you know, you never know, but that was really hot in there. Those leaves had started to colour, but you know what, this is edible. It really is. I guess I've never done this before, so I guess this is the result I wanted. You know, food that's tender and edible. Shrunk a bit more than I thought, but I'm looking forward to trying it. Okay, first of all, look at that. It just comes right off. Oh. That's really nice. Wow, that's got a completely different flavour than what I thought. That is actually really nice. This is that sauce. Just put a bit there. Whoop, that's the, what was it? Barbecue dark beer sauce. We'll try that. Oh, just breaks off. Oh, that is so tender. Well, I watched a video not long ago where somebody cooked some steak underground, wrapped in cabbage leaves, I think, and they pulled it up raw. So, you know, I actually could have given this less cooking time. I'm saying it was 4 hours. I reckon I could have gone down to about 2 there. But it's super tender. It's really nice. It's an unusual taste. It needs a sauce because it's a little bit on the dry side. Not too bad actually. I guess that butter helped, and the leaves did their job. And I suppose as it cooked under there, there's an intense heat. Moisture came out of the leaves, and maybe that's actually saved the day here. I've got my steak, I've got my chips, I've got my eggs, so I'm happy. Good experiment. Would I do it again? Yes. Just less time in the ground, I think. I really wanted to get them over the coals. It was too soft. So cheers for watching this one. My name's Chris. See you again.